is looking at me with derision. So that means it's another episode of Wow Rude Podcast.
Hey, girl.
I'm your host, Danielle Perez, and I can't wait to get banned from a Sephora this summer. Really looking forward to it. That's how we know we're back, okay? That's how we know that the earth has healed. All right, and the virus is no longer a threat.
Fair.
When I'm asking for multiple samples of La Mer and they're saying, "Ma'am, you've had enough. We're going to ask you to leave."
Oh, really? I thought that you would be asked to leave out of Sephora because you were stealing again.
But that's the thing, I never get caught stealing from Sephora.
Oh, okay. Master break-in artist, cat burglar.
Cat burglar supreme. It's hard to catch a bitch on wheels, Madison. Have you tried it?
No, are you kidding me? I would never. Your arm muscles are too strong. You would just like Usain Bolt.
I'd start dragging you if you tried to grab onto a wheel. You get road rash, bitch.
I know. It's not worth it. Frankly, it's not worth a minimum wage.
Electrolysis on your chin, just a little road rash, it scrapes it right off, girl.
You know what? Can you just take your tire wheel and just handle my under chin area? We could just leave it all together, so I don't need it.
That's what I'll do. I'm gonna help you out. Look at that.
Thank you.
Giving back to the community.
Who says Danielle doesn't?
You're rubbing off on me, Madison.
Wow.
Let me rub off on you.
I'm your other co-host, and frankly, feeling harassed currently, and in general. My name is Madison Shepard, and I've spent all day, my very precious day off, Googling how to come for money and how to make it in comedy.
Ooh.
So I'm just hoping one day to wake up to rich white parents, unlike the poor ones I was born to, and go from there.
I hope that for you. I can't wait to stay at your cabin. Your summer estate.
Yes. Well, we summer in Antioch. I don't know.
Antioch? Oh no, girl.
Yeah,
you get skinned alive in Antioch.
I truly
trapped in a basement in Antioch.
It truly sounds rich, and I'm not actually sure if it is a rich place, but it sounds like it is.
I don't know if it sounds rich, Madison. Sounds a little Amityville horror, if you ask me.
It could be. It could be a rich place. You're not letting it.
It's rich with history, of the lives lost to the psychopaths that inhabit it.
I'm pretty sure not, Danielle. Danielle, oh my God. Okay, first, before we get into anything, did you know that we had 2 reviews on the podcast and we just hadn't even acknowledged?
We had 2 podcast reviews? Oh my God.
Yes.
Please read them. I'm so excited.
Okay. So this one is for SC Scoober or Scoober.
Okay. Shout out Scoober.
5 stars. Delightful. I just have the best time listening to Danielle and Madison. So funny and insightful. Can you imagine?
Insightful. We love to hear it. We want to just let Maria Lourdes know someone called our podcast funny and insightful.
Right. Not just mindless entertainment. And then also from username Wins Lunch, which is great.
We love that. We're stay hungry,
Stay hungry, stay fed.
Yes.
It's like making new friends and then it says ... Love listen 5 stars, of course, naturally, a mom. Love listening to these ladies talk about life. Podcasts are my love language, and this one makes me feel like I'm hanging out with my friends. Thank you both! !
Oh yes, honey, we love to be your friends. Come sit by us. If you don't got nothing nice to say.
Honestly, come say something mean about somebody. Frankly, you can eat.
That's our love language.
Our love language is just like email us something mean about someone we don't know.
Please. For the pod, for the content.
The DMs are open. Please be mean about somebody. We're for that.
Yeah, and if you want to leave a review for us on iTunes, go give us 5 stars and write something mean about someone else and write something fabulous about us.
Honestly, put another person down and uplift us. Just uplift us, that's all we need.
For it. That's
Well,
like a really positive way to start the podcast.
wasn't it? I
It
mean,
was. I love that. Wow. I'm feeling a lot more elevated, a lot more lifted.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's amazing considering you're not wearing a bra.
No, I am not. They are sagging. They are firmly nestled on my thighs.
Okay, them things are thangin'.
They're they're like flapjacks, just flap down, face down, tits down.
Face down, nips. Face down, nips up. The nips haven't been up in many years. Who am I kidding?
Girl,
Danielle, what have you been up to? How have you been? I see you're wearing your hair curly today. We'd love to see it.
I'm wearing my hair curly. Look at that. She learned how to wash her hair in quarantine, despite such resistance, huge resistance, actually. Learned how to wash my hair. I'm getting it cut tomorrow.
Oh,
But it's like, should I get my hair cut or should I just like get it trimmed? You know? Lilac got her haircut. My sister got her haircut.
she looks amazing.
Looks
That
amazing with her
haircut.
haircut. I know.
It looks so sleek. It does say somebody with an S corp. You know what I mean? Like that haircut says I'm a
It
sole
says
proprietor,
businesswoman. It's
It
an
really does.
executive.
president of a CEO, a secretary.
CFO. Yeah. It says, please direct this to my assistant.
Yeah, truly. Yeah, no, I mean, well, I think you've been talking about putting like some layers or something in your hair. I think that would look really nice to like give the curls some shape or something. I think you
Yeah.
mentioned that in the past.
We shall try.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
We'll see. I'm such a wimp. I always wimp out.
Really? Oh, I'm
Not
getting
doing
like,
anything with my hair, like any sort of real cut, you know?
oh, come on, girl. It'll grow back. Clearly your hair is very resilient.
Wow, my my hair is straight up out over here, like we shall overcome hair.
Your hair is beating the odds at all costs.
It really is. It's beating that blowout. It's fighting the heat damage, fighting the flat iron.
Truly. Truly.
Saying they thought they could bury us, but they didn't know that we were seeds.
I love listening to your hair sing the National Negro Anthem. You know, like that's so important to my spirit.
Yeah, my hair sings the national anthem on Beyonce's Homecoming.
Wow. If you didn't have such a contentious relationship with Black people in comedy, I would recommend you tweet it. But people just love to come for your Blackness, so I recommend you not. But maybe they'll find this podcast. They don't listen to this podcast, so it doesn't matter.
Imagine they find this podcast and they're like, this Latina cosplaying as Black.
This Latinx. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm getting my hair cut. I did a show this weekend in Venice, girl. I was out there entertaining the masses. Or just, you know, a bunch of like older hippies wearing socks with sandals, you know?
Listen, don't knock it till you rock it.
Wow, as someone who can't support that style, that specific style, I'm just gonna have to believe you on that. But I'm just gonna have to trust that socks with sandals are as comfy as they are ugly.
I wore socks with Crocs today.
Wow. Okay. I
don't care about myself. Danielle, come on.
Madison, not everyone deserves feet. And I feel like you're really making that clear.
The line is drawn in the sand.
Truly. Just because I don't have them doesn't mean I can't judge them. I choose to judge deeply.
So, how was your show though? Did it go well?
It was cool. It was cool. There was I did experience some real like club comic energy.
Oh.
Yeah, there was another comic on the show that was really just kind of trying to talk about Austin.
Oh God.
He told me that he talked to Joe Rogan, and Joe Rogan told him that Austin right now is like Boston in the 80s or New York in the 90s. And
What
I was
the hell?
like, none of that is appealing to me. I don't know why you think that sounds great.
Also, like, Austin's been had a comedy scene.
Yeah,
Like,
Austin's comedy scene sounded really, really awesome before
it
all
really
of
was.
this.
Yeah, it was
Before all
fun.
the likes of you started showing up. It sounded really
Lord.
dope. It was just like, wow, I just like haven't like shows I kind of like keep to myself a little bit, and it's like, oh, okay, this is weird, and there's strangers and audiences and stuff, but it was just really I haven't had that kind of like male comic energy in a hot minute. Asking about the improv and stuff like that. I'm like, I haven't thought about the improv in months, literally
Yeah,
like a
fine.
year. Like,
Totally,
I'm
completely.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't miss it.
Yeah. No, I mean, my set was cool. Like, I had a good time performing. I've been like working on like a new bit that I'm like excited about.
Can't wait to see
Um,
it.
my tits are featured prominently in that set.
I said them things thangin'.
Those things are thinging. No, but so it was like fun. It was just like, oh wow, like I just forgot about guys like that.
Yeah. The hustle grinding
Ooh.
hustle. And I'm like, but
Yeah.
baby, what
Yeah.
have you accomplished? Anyway, everyone's on their own journey with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
everyone's on their own journey. That was really clear. I was like, okay, well, you journey that way. You journey to Austin, and I'll just keep on doing what I'm doing. Um, an audition I was really excited about. I find out who got it.
I mean, this should be a new featured segment on the podcast. Like,
Auditions we didn't book.
auditions we didn't book, things we were very excited about and did not get.
I mean, like, I'm glad that it was like obviously like a Black woman. You know what I mean? And she's like really funny. I've seen her perform before, and she's like really great. But I was like, all right, okay, back to the back to it.
The grind and
Waiting
hustle.
on another audition to come this way.
I mean, it's so crazy. We were kind of talking about this off the pod earlier today in our pre-pod 2-hour FaceTime.
Yeah.
Uh, but there is a moment where it's like you just start seeing who's booking the shit you're not, and that's always like, oh, okay. But as I told you today, like there's somebody out there who's pissed we've booked what we did and not them.
Yeah, this is true. I know.
There's someone who's like, oh,
Like,
she got it?
her? Well,
Wow.
okay.
Yeah, exactly. So, it's nice to begrudge and be begrudged.
This is true. Yeah. No, it's more than anything. It's like I feel like, okay, like it's not fully like out of reach. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like nice to be like, okay, all right. Are we comps? All right. That's nice to know. All right.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
real. That's real.
Excited for more opportunities.
Forthcoming ops.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God, I've been doing Pilates.
Oh yes, with your sister. How has it
I've
been
been doing
going?
Pilates with Lilac, but then like she was out of town this weekend, so
She's in Palm Springs, right?
so I had my own Pilates sesh. Wow, I like that you stay so active on her
I
Instagram.
do.
I feel like you're more active on her IG than I am.
I mean, Danielle, I stay abreast of what's happening in the community.
Yeah, you're like LP Creatives on my radar.
You know what it is? I think
Yeah.
she told me she was going to Palm Springs when we had your birthday dinner.
Yeah.
But I also saw the IG stories.
Yes. But it's funny doing Pilates with my sister because the lady will ask like, how's this weight? And Lilac's like, it's good. And I'm like, we could go a little higher.
Wow, Danielle.
I'm a jerk. I'm like, how are you doing, Lilac? And she's like, I'm doing okay. I'm like, we can go a little higher. We can go a
Wow.
little harder.
Wow. Let me just say,
Lilac's like, this isn't too heavy for you. It's like I'm like you were going to Pilates like every day in New York. Literally, if I was on your Instagram, I was seeing you walk to Pilates.
Yeah, that's true. That was a big feature of her IG story in New York.
Yeah, we love looking at her. We're like, I love that's one thing is like just like being like in my bed watching like people go to Pilates and it's like, look at them. Good for them. I'm glad I'm being taken on this journey, not leaving my bed one moment.
So you've been going for a little bit now. How are you finding it in terms of like, do you feel like you've been getting good exercise? Do you feel stronger
I
or?
feel like good exercise for sure. Like it's one of those things where it's not that I'm like cranky going to Pilates, but I'm kind of like, oh, I have to move my body. But like once I'm there and I'm doing it, I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
And once I'm finished, I feel really, really good.
Yeah, yeah.
I just feel maybe lighter is not the right word, but I feel like just healthier. You like my mood feels better. I do feel stronger. Like moving around in my wheelchair doesn't feel like as laborious.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good. I
Yeah.
mean, I was talking to Andrea with an H, my therapist,
Mhm.
and she was saying that like as much as like yoga is like really good to like calm you, center you, get in control of your breath, that like really that there's nothing better to help you physically work out feelings than like breaking a sweat like that. Doing Pilates, getting on the cycle, going for a walk, weightlifting,
Just
doing
like breaking that sweat. Yeah. Just
yeah.
like you kind of get outside of your body.
Yeah, she said you like literally can process feelings. So I have no doubt that you are feeling like in a good place emotionally after you leave.
Yeah.
Plus all those like endorphins from working out.
I know. I was like, look at me not wanting to kill anyone. This is good for humanity.
We love
Yeah.
to see it.
So like at that, my wrist has been, I don't know how I sprained my wrist. Part of me is like, oh my God, is it from when I fell during that photo shoot? But it's just
Oh,
like been sprained for like the longest. And it's like I literally have to use it every time I get in and out of my wheelchair, go to the bathroom, get in and out of my car, like to get around. And like, so with Pilates, it's like I've been trying to be like really conscious of it.
do you have a compression brace that you can wear at night or an ace
Um,
bandage?
oh no, will that help?
Yeah, it'll help.
Like a compression, just it's like
Yeah.
one of those like
Or
super
like a
things.
wrap. Yeah, the glove. Or I know like also the
Yeah,
one that
because
has,
it is like I feel
yeah,
like it
it's
is a little
swollen.
more swollen than the yeah.
Yeah, definitely get it. It's not gonna hurt. Wow, Danielle, world win. I had an audition. I haven't gone out that much this year, actually, factually. I don't go out that much, but when I do, it's like really dope shit, which is like heartening. But I went out for something this past week and I literally had to learn like almost 10 pages of script with like essentially 24 hours notice. And it was
Damn.
like,
They love to do that. That's their fave thing.
it's like, yes, I know how to do this, especially if you're paying me. You know what I mean? So very strange indeed, but I was glad to at least be considered. It's nice to be in consideration.
I love being in consideration.
Yeah.
In
Being
consideration and in conversation cultures are where I reside.
really being in the mix, really in the deep vibe of the mix. But yeah. Yeah, girl. We'll see what
Yeah. How else was your week? What do you got into?
Well, just booking shows for Atlanta, and the
Nice.
Southeast, trying to figure out.
How's that coming along?
It's good. I have a bunch of dates coming up in Atlanta, which is good. And so if people want to see me in the ATL area, I don't know if there's like a nickname
The
for that.
South, girl, the dirty South,
In
Atlanta.
the dirty A, you can see me there.
Yeah, we gotta put your dates like make a flyer and we'll put it up on Maine.
We'll put on the man and you can come and see a bitch if
Yeah,
that's
come
your
out and
lifestyle.
support. So you're a fan of the pod
Yeah, please let me know. Actually, we could find out if we have any listeners in that general
in that
area, but
area. Hell yeah.
I don't know. If we do, we
Atlanta's gonna be so much fun. I love Atlanta.
I mean, last time I went, I just like ate and went to the beauty supply. That's like kind of it.
Which is honestly sounds like an amazing experience.
It
Like that
was
sounds like a
great.
great time in Atlanta.
I went to a beauty shop, I mean, a beauty supply literally the size of a Walmart. Like it was huge.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it was great. Um,
Madison, you
yeah.
have to like bring back some fun hair and wigs.
I am excited. I am almost thinking to bring like a second suitcase, but empty for all the shit I'm gonna like import.
Yes. Oh my God.
Wigs, bodysuits, earrings,
The whole nine.
just looks, you know?
I love it.
Yeah, but I mean it's been fun in the last like I guess since the last time we did the pod. I mean your episodes of special are out. They're
They're
about.
out. They're in the world.
If you
It
post
feels
about it, Danielle will post
I
it.
will. I will share you on my stories. Oh my God. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
How has the reaction been?
It's been really positive. People have been just like really nice, really supportive. They got Katya and Trixie Mattel to
I
review
saw.
season two. And Trixie, they like play a clip of me, and Trixie goes, "Love her." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, ah, obsessed."
Yeah. I watched everything Trixie and Katya, so I saw it, but I was like I didn't like have time to. Anyways, but I'm glad that you found out about that. That is very fucking cool.
Yeah, that just feels like, oh my God, like they're not gonna say they love it if they don't love it. You know what I
That's
mean?
true. That's true. They have no reason to.
They're like, we don't get paid that much, you know?
True, fair, real.
Yeah, so that was really cool. It's just the reaction's just been really, really positive and really nice, and like it just feels really cool to have it out in the world, and it's such a great show. Like season two,
Oh,
so well done.
yeah.
It is. I'm so happy just the show exists like as a show.
Hmm.
And I wish there was a season three, but
I
Netflix don't
know.
cancel them.
Yeah.
Netflix said no mas. So
Yeah.
on to the
Such a
next. But
shame. I really thought it really found its like.
it really found its like groove and its pacing, like just the half hour format for special, just it works in such a great way where you get such depth to the characters and their
Hmm.
lives. It doesn't feel rushed, like moments get to breathe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it feels like just like such a like honest slice of life, you know? Like it is a really diverse cast, and the main character Ryan is gay, and Poonam, his best friend, is Indian, but it's like you see they're real people. It's not just like we have one of everyone. Like
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Truly. Well, that's dope. That's dope.
Oh my gosh, I did Adult Swim in the pandemic did an open mic
Yeah.
where comedians performed in their cars. And
Mhm.
that aired on Adult Swim this past weekend.
Did you watch it?
I did. I made the cut. It's 11 and a half minutes. I honestly got a little misty-eyed watching it because it's like, oh, comedy friends. Like, it like kind of weirdly romanticizes open mics. Even though it is like the most awful situation for an open mic, like
Yeah.
in a car, PPE, no audience, a disinterested host. Like,
It's not too far off,
but
honestly.
it's actually kind of like, oh, I remember open mics. I can't wait to get back to that.
You should go to Matt LeGrand's. It's great. It's a
Oh,
good
I want
time.
to on Wednesdays, right?
Hmm.
Hell yeah.
I think the
Yeah.
list is full for this week, but you can just show up and put your name in the bucket. So
Okay. I'm down to go. I'm
yeah,
down to
I'm gonna
go.
be there tomorrow. It's fun. It's like an old time mic. I'm like going to it. I feel like, oh yeah, I remember this. It feels very like 2, 3 years ago. You know what I mean? Just like where you know everybody, and it's like it's just nice to like see people. Like some people, literally, I haven't seen in 2 years.
Yeah, no, I mean,
The
that's what
pandemic.
happened in the pandemic.
If I didn't see you right before the pandemic, I probably hadn't seen you in a long while. And I stopped going out in the fall of 2019, so I was home a lot. So for some people, it's even longer.
Um, well, they put it on YouTube. The last open mic in the world is what they called it, so you can watch it. But like Lindsay
Okay.
Adams is in it, James
Yeah.
Fritz is in it, Alan Strickland Williams,
Mhm.
Allison Stevenson. It's just like it's really funny. It's really cute.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Super dope.
Megan Keister hosts. I mean, it's wonderful. I love it.
Yay. Yeah. I remember when they were like casting for that and I was like, I just literally could not bring myself to do it. I was in such a dark place emotionally. I was like, I don't have this
There,
in
yeah,
me.
no,
And
I hear that. Yeah, it's definitely one of those things like you either had to be like in a place where like that felt like fun or you'd stay away. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Ugh. Yeah. I don't think I was doing too well at the time. So, is what it is. And we move on. We move on.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I'm trying to think like what's gone on in the last 2 weeks. I
Oh,
feel
movie
like,
theaters are open now.
yeah, that's
Are
true.
are you going to see a movie in a theater? Is that a
I
desire of yours?
I would love to see a movie at like an AMC.
We support the AMC.
I love the AMC. As a
Listen, are you still an A-list member at the
No,
AMC?
girl, I paused my fucking account. As soon as that pandemic hit, that pandemia, and they were trying to charge me for March 2020. You remember I went on a fucking campaign for that $20. I
Oh
hit
my
up,
God, yes. We were like tweeting at them. We were like, you need to cancel our accounts.
we like got Chrisella involved. I mean,
Yes. We're
it was
like,
a
please.
nightmare. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not working. I don't have, so I'm excited for it to come back. I don't know what I want to see though, but a lot of it's like not super good, I don't think.
Okay.
It's a lot of like,
Cruella, um, Brandy Posey read to me the synopsis of Cruella,
mhm,
and that movie sounds absolutely batshit.
yeah.
And I high key want to see it now. I'm
Oh,
like,
really?
this movie sounds so insane.
I mean, it got kind of spoiled for me by the internet, like what happens, like what
Really?
is her like?
I thought, well, I know like there was that review that went viral that was just that person recounting the smackdown that happened at the AMC that he was watching it at. Did you see that, girl?
No, I did not
Oh
see
my
it.
God. It's like a 5-star review for Cruella. And all the review is it's like 5 minutes into the show. A woman kept turning around to tell a kid to shut up. And then that mom told her to go fuck off. So that woman got out of her seat and went to where the kid and the mom are and started screaming at her. And then they took it outside. And all of a sudden you started hearing like people hitting each other and screaming. And then the AMC turned off the lights, and then all of a sudden cops showed up. I was like, this is supposed to be a review about Cruella, but whatever live action experience you just witnessed sounds so much better. Like if that happened at every screening, would 100% pay
I
$20 for
know.
that.
I'm like, wait a minute, is that guaranteed at every location? Because
Mm-hmm.
maybe just
An
only in
end
the
user,
valley.
an end user experience.
Maybe in the valley, truly. No, I mean, I don't know if I want to see. I'm gonna wait for it to come out on Disney Plus, I think. I truly no, also I don't know what's out in theaters.
Oh.
There's also that. But I do love the movies. I used to go, as little as once a week.
Yeah,
I
you
always
were
went
a
at
real
least once a week.
A-list. You were a real A-list, an A-list of the A-list.
Girl, I was getting my little money worth, okay? I was
If
at least
a
going once a
movie was
week.
out, Madison was seeing it,
Yeah.
having an opinion, bringing
Yeah.
her own snacks.
I mean, listen, well, also, who knows how it's going to change now that I will also be a voting SAG member. So
Oh,
I'll get free screeners.
Madison. Wow, yeah. Well, okay, I just found out that AMC, you can rent out a theater and it's like not that expensive.
I
It's
kind of want to
like
do it.
I really want to do it. You can rent it out for like 20 people, your own private screening. I was like, after we got off the phone, I was like looking it up. But you can watch movies that are out in theaters currently or movies from their archives. Girl, we are going to rent out a movie theater.
I
I
know.
really want to rent out a theater to watch like Fast and the Furious 9, but I feel like that will be really expensive.
Maybe not. I mean, if the cap is like 350, that's not bad,
Yeah.
right? That's what you told me. It was like only like
Yeah, it was
3 something.
like 300 for like new movies, but like old movies, like like my boss, like he rented out a theater for like his daughter and like just like her little kid friends, you know, because like they've never been to the movies because they're all like pandemic children.
Oh my God.
And it was like $100.
Oh, well, that's
And they watched
definitely worth it.
like the Trolls movie, one of the Trolls movies.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah.
Should we watch a Trolls movie?
I don't want to watch a Trolls movie. I'm not a parent to a child.
Troll movie was kind of fun, the last one. It was fun. It was cute. I saw
I'm
it,
down.
of course.
Honestly, if we can watch the first Fast and the Furious movie.
I don't know that I've seen it before, so yeah, I'm down.
Wait, weren't you supposed to? Oh no, we watched Hobbs and Shaw when we
Yeah.
did Gina Bloom's podcast.
Yes. Yes, we did.
You made
Yes.
me listen to like Big Truck. You made me
Oh yeah,
listen
by
to
Cold Chamber. That's a very fun podcast.
That was a blast. Our 2-part podcast. We Gina was like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
It was literally right before the pandemic, right before we all went on lockdown. And we
Yeah.
were all making jokes like, you don't have COVID, right?
I know all of our oh my god, the last show that I did, I literally threw candy at the audience like, "You get COVID and you get COVID," and none of that's aged well.
Yeah. None of the jokes I wrote also work. Like I had a whole COVID set. Not
Yeah,
trying.
the COVID set does not transfer to
It does not.
the world. It really can just stay online.
Yeah, people don't want to hear about it.
They really don't. They're like, we're out. We're actively trying to like forget our past trauma. So thanks for not bringing it up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
I'm trying to think like what else have I been up to? I feel like I've just been like working. My vaccine site is closing down at the end of the month, which is
Yeah.
that's sad slash like,
That's
what's going on.
good. I mean, good that people are getting vaccinated and there's like not as much need for it anymore, but like sad for the employment situation.
Truly, truly. I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm sure I'll get back on unemployment until I can find some kind of employment somewhere. I'm hoping, or maybe I'll just like have a bunch of road gigs and I won't necessarily have to have a job, but I ain't afraid of working, so
Yeah.
maybe I should work at AMC.
Madison, will you be employable considering you were let go of
Oh
the
yeah,
arc light?
that's true. I was let go from the arc light. That's very
The
true.
arc light said, you know what? We're gonna do just fine without you.
I pulled
We're
one of
actually
those.
a different direction, one in which you are no longer an employee of our company.
I think I only worked there like 3 or 4 weeks, and on every single one of my days off, I went to the movie theater with somebody. I took
They were like,
people.
"Can you leave?" They're like, They're like, "Do you have somewhere else to go or somewhere else to be?"
Not really. I don't. Uh, yeah, girl. No, I'll find something. It'll work out how it's supposed to work out. But I've also been exercising, much like you.
Ooh.
In fact, after this, I have an appointment with my exercise bike.
Madison, working on your fitness. Now, bicycles, exercise bikes specifically.
Mhm.
How do they work?
Well, first of all, they hurt your coochie because you have to sit on that bike and like, let's just be honest, I'm not really used to sitting on something that, well, thin and hard, So,
Madison's like, I like something more with more cush and width.
I'm used to
That's
sitting
the only
on,
thing she's kind of sitting on.
yeah, she's used to sitting on something with some girth, some meat, I bought like a seat cover for it because I have been putting off using it anyways, but it's been fun. I have my bootleg little Peloton with the little iPad holder and
Oh, you got a little little Peloton hack so you can
Mhm.
watch on your iPad.
It still cost me like almost $1,000 with like shipping, delivery,
For this
everything.
exercise bike,
I
girl?
think it was like with taxes, I think it was like $700 or $800.
Damn.
hmm
Damn.
Which
For
is
seven
why I
or
was
eight
like,
hundred dollars, they should exercise your body for you. They should be moving your body.
I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
I
For that kind
agree.
of money, they should be in your house. It should be a 4-person team just moving your arms and legs, doing all the ejercicio for you.
I agree. I agree. I pitched that to them, but they weren't with it. So,
Wow.
but so yeah, I mean that's been interesting. I'm just trying to get my like stamina up and my like
Mhm.
breath capacity up, especially like, I mean this is important for like doing longer sets, which we've been talking about. We're going to
Yeah.
start going back on the road more and some dates forthcoming, to be honest, where we'll be
Yeah.
traveling out of town to do some longer sets. But like you have to have that stamina and it's like I get exhausted so the littlest thing and I'm like, well, I'm going to take a nap for the rest of the day.
No,
Like
for real, straight up. Like that's one thing I value about like doing Pilates is like because there is like a lot of breath work involved,
Mhm.
I feel like my capacity for breathing is bigger and better.
Yeah, like you also have a bigger well of like energy after doing it and
Mhm.
I'm trying to like be like our dear friend Lindsay Adams who
And
will just
Lindsay's
like
so fit. She's like such a fitness influencer. I feel like she's the comedy equivalent of like a fitness influencer because she's like always in her like workout sets. She's
yeah.
like, I just ran 7 miles and I fucking hated it. And you're like, oh my God, Lindsay, but you look so hot.
But she tells me she just gets on her bike and watches a TV show. And I was like, well, I could do that. That's something I can do.
Yeah. What shows are you watching while you
I
exercise?
mean, TBD. So far, I've done 10 minutes on the
Madison's
bike.
like, the whole reason I haven't been exercising is because like I was gonna watch a Quibi.
Yeah.
Can't do that anymore.
Yeah. No. No, girl, you know what it is? I have just been we burned through Mare. We had multiple conversations regarding what we thought the series
I want more
finale.
Mare. Oh, bring us back Mare. I love Mare.
We won't give you the like, we're not going to spoil it for you, but I
No, we're
will
not
say
those
that
kinds of girls.
we really did workshop all the possibilities of who the killer was, and we were fucking wrong.
We were very wrong.
We were wrong. Like, not even kind of close. Like,
Oh man, like if you haven't already watched Mayor of Easttown, like what are you doing?
go on
Like,
and watch Mayor of Easton. Go home. I'm gonna
go
go.
home. Go home and watch now.
No, watch now, Mayor. Jean Smart is in it. Jean Smart is just really giving us
She's giving
everything.
mom who's over it. She's a grandma who just can't even.
Her wig work, okay? When she dresses up to go to that lady's funeral, even though she, you know,
Oh my God.
dresses up to that
Her,
lady's funeral.
look, I love a woman of a certain age with an iPad. I just, it warms my heart.
I like a woman of a certain age with a drawn on eyebrow to be fancy. You're in like a real hard pencil situation,
Oh
which is
yeah.
what we
Yeah, yeah.
saw.
It's so
Incredible.
good.
But this is 2021 is the year of Jean Smart. I mean, Hacks is incredible
It is.
also.
Hacks is so
It's so
good.
good. And here's the thing, I don't typically like everything, and especially if it's like about comedy, I'm like, I love Mrs. Maisel though. I will say I do love Maisel, even though at times
Really?
I love
I am
Maisel.
shocked that you love Mrs. Maisel.
I watch Mrs. Maisel with my mom.
Oh my God, that is really cute. That's like, okay, but you know what? Like, the creator of Mrs. Maisel, it feels like that's what she made it for mother and daughters. Like, in much the same way that Gilmore Girls is like that kind of show. Like, Mrs. Maisel is that kind of show too.
I mean, there's parts I don't love because, of course, I'm like, you guys could have hired an actual female comic. We don't need to set it in the 50s to see the intense sexism that this person is facing because a lot of that is still around and has never really went away.
I mean, but costumes, baby. We
I
love
mean,
costumes. We
that
love
girl
the
is
50s
gorgeous.
costume work.
She's so good. And of course, the dad, whose name I forget. Oh my God, the dad
Oh,
on
he's
it.
incredible. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's amazing. I forget what his name is,
Oh,
but yeah.
I forget his name, but he's great. Anyways, but I thought I wasn't gonna like Hacks, but
Okay,
Hacks.
wait.
Okay,
Um,
going back.
have you seen or watched Under a Rock with Tig Notaro?
Under a Rock with Tig. No.
It's a Funny or Die web series. It's so funny, but you know how like Tig is like she's like I don't really like watch like movies or TV like that. I don't know who anyone is.
Oh yeah.
So they bring on like mega celebrities and Tig is hosting a talk show and the whole talk show revolves around Tig trying to figure out who her guest
I
is.
remember hearing about this show.
There is an episode with the dad from Mrs. Maisel.
Really?
It's really good. Also, Kaylee Kuko is one of the guests on one of the episodes.
Aw.
Cersei Lannister is one of the like it's a really funny show.
Well, I'll definitely
It's
make it in
great
business.
because like Tig is like Tig isn't bullshitting, like
Yeah.
genuinely like I don't know, and like their discovery of like, oh cool, like oh you did this, like I think I remember. It's like hilarious because it's people who like exist in a world where everyone knows who they are, so
Right.
they like it too because it's refreshing for them
Right. They're
to
probably
just
getting
be treated as people. Like James Vanderbeek is one of them. The James Vanderbeek episode is incredible.
That sounds fantastic. That's for me. That's for me.
It's so for you, but yeah.
But yeah, girl, Hacks. I just want to go back to Hacks for a second because like Gene Smart and Hacks, like it's so heavily based on Joan Rivers' life from
Yeah.
like the like home shopping network stuff to like the needing to fill up her calendar all the time. Like all of the details of it are like I'm like, oh, did you guys legally run this by her estate? Because it's so
I mean,
similar.
to her daughter and her daughter's whole journey.
Yeah, I mean, it's just so similar. It's like, whoa, wild.
Yeah. But
But
it's so Jean Smart is just so incredible. Like she is, I mean, obviously like she's a star, but like she is just like given such a stage to be outrageous and be funny, but be like sensitive, and she just displays like all the ranges of like human emotion in that show.
I think that Jean Smart's gonna win a bunch of shit this year at
Oh,
the
she
Emmys, the
is.
Golden
That is
Globes.
an Emmy. It's about to be an Emmy nominated show.
I feel like she's gonna be up. I wouldn't be surprised if at the SAG Awards, the Golden Globes, and the Emmys, if she wasn't nominated twice for both performances, honestly.
Yeah. She's
On
incredible.
both shows. But Hannah's also excellent in it. She does a great job. She's
Yeah,
so
Hannah
funny.
Einbinder is amazing. Yeah.
She's so funny, and like when she gets, I don't want to spoil anything, but there's a few like very deep moments, and I was like, Hannah girl.
Yeah, Hannah's
know her
serving
like
it.
that.
Hannah's giving it because like Jean is such a powerhouse, and to like be opposite that and like hold your own, she
Yeah.
does it.
Yeah,
She does it, and she
very
just
powerful
back,
performances.
you know?
I hope she gets nominated for some stuff too. I don't really know her like that. You know, this is not an ad. This is
Yeah,
a
no.
genuine. This is a genuine like, guys, you have to watch Hacks. Like,
Yeah.
even us who really, it's not for us. It's for us.
No, it's great. Meg Stalter plays like just like ridiculous assistant to like their managers, and she's like she says like this one line where she's like, it's from nature, it comes from bears. It's like so funny to me. I know, it just
I gotta
it's
be
a
honest
cast
with
of
you.
characters. Like I love
Oh.
I love Jean's manager.
Oh, he's great.
I love him. I'm
I
obsessed
love
with
him.
him. Yeah.
I love
Like
him so
Caitlin
much.
Olsen is her daughter, and like she's not in like every episode, but when she is in episodes, it's like, oh my God. Like everyone is just really giving like 110%.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's so well done.
And guys in it.
Yes, guys in it. We
Guy
love.
looks great. Very
Mhm.
funny. So yeah, I really appreciate that show. Um, Danielle, I think it's time for some gossip.
Ooh, would love some goss.
Now, Danielle, when I asked you about this news item initially, I was like, have you not heard about this when I said it to you? And you were like, I'm like, are you not on the internet? Because I was very shocked.
Oh, no, I was not on the internet today. It's called having a job.
I'm going to look into that. That sounds very interesting and unique, and what an experience that must be for you. However, for people such as myself who just had time to be on Twitter all morning,
Oh my God.
so Netflix's own Ellie Kemper from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, also the redhead gal from The Office, for those of you who don't know, is in trouble because in St. Louis, Missouri in 1999, when she was 19 years old, she was crowned the queen of the Veiled Prophet Ball.
Uh-oh.
So, what? Also, by the way, she's attending Princeton at this time. She's a freshman at Princeton, and she
Wait,
comes
she
home
went to Princeton?
girl. Apparently,
Okay. Already should be canceled for that alone.
honey, this girl comes from deep
A
bank
woman,
money.
a woman in comedy who comes from an Ivy League and she's white, cancel her immediately.
And both of her parents are like bank CEOs. Like she comes from deep pockets in Missouri, aka where Ferguson is, Ferguson, Missouri, where the Black Lives Matter movement really kind of, took center stage. So the Veiled Prophet is an offshoot of the KKK. And for a long time, up until like the 80s, didn't allow Black or Jewish members to join their ranks. It's supposed to be like to represent traditional, pure ideals of America.
I mean, purity is just another code for white.
Right. So this bitch was the 105th queen of the Veiled Prophet Ball.
105th. Wow, girl, that's some damn.
And I was talking to Chris about it this morning, and he was like, well, you have to assume she didn't have malice. I was like, there's no way she did it. She grew up in St. Louis, which is
They all knew. They knew what that was.
it's incredibly racially divided. It's a primarily white organization with ties to the KKK. I find it really hard to believe that she didn't know about that.
Damn.
She hasn't released a statement to my knowledge so far. Still waiting.
Damn. I mean, so is it just like a white robe and a white hood that is a hood instead of a
It's
crown?
it's horrible. Let me see if I can find you a
I'm like, I
photo of
need some imagery. Oh, I mean, it sounds bad. It just,
Let me just say, there's no way that this person is dressed like this and she doesn't know it's an offshoot of the KKK.
oh no, that's a wizard, girl.
That's a Korean wizard.
That's a grand wizard up in there. Not a
Magic.
Harry Potter kind. Jeez.
Yeah, girl.
Woo, wow.
And she was at Princeton at the time, so it's also like, what the fuck?
Damn.
So people are trying to argue that it wasn't racist, but I mean,
I guess the thing that is shocking is that, like, how did that just slip your mind that you did that? Like, I can't imagine that didn't come up in conversation. Like, what'd you do this summer? What was it like growing up in Missouri? Like, how has this never come up in a way where at least it was flagged like, yo, that's bad. Do you know what I mean? Enough for her to be like, oh, that is bad. I should like maybe get
yeah.
ahead of it bad.
Yeah, I'm like, I wonder if she talked to her publicist about this because, like, when I met with my publicist, they were like,
Madison's like, here's where all the bodies are buried,
They were
and
like,
you can just go ahead and if you need to take out Danielle, I get it. I respect it. I understand.
they said I could delete episodes of this podcast, in which I frankly did. But they were literally like, what do we need to know? They actually advised me to delete the podcast altogether, but I chose not to because
Wow, Madison, they said no paper trail.
they said get rid of it. I said, I don't know. But yeah, girl, wild, right?
That is wild. Damn. Ooh,
We'll see what her statement is. She still doesn't have a statement, I don't think. So
damn, that broke this morning.
yeah, girl.
Ooh, Ellie Kemper's on fire.
Ellie Kemper's on fire.
She is.
Yeah.
That is. It's so like wild because like growing up like in LA, like and like only really knowing about the South kind of in the way that it's like portrayed in like the media and film.
This is the Midwest, by the way.
Oh, that's the Midwest?
Missouri is not the South.
I mean, it sounds Southern.
I know it does, but it's not.
But like the idea of like debutante balls and shit like that and coming out to society and like tradition and all of that, it like there's ways that it's told where it just like kind of erases like the racism and like that it's and white supremacy that it's all built upon, you know? So like
and the sexism. I mean, think about it. You're taking your daughter who just started like her period essentially, and you're like, here, she's ready to breed.
Yeah, let's take her out to market. Let's see how much
show her around.
Yeah,
put her in a finest dress with the best amount of rouge, you know.
Oof. Damn.
Yeah, girl.
Wild.
Shall I continue? There's more news.
Yes, I'm like, is there more? I was like, girl,
there's no more on this
about
story.
To pull out a snack and just you can tell me some more of this hot tea. Spill some more goss.
We'll come back to this. I think this is going to be a developing story, so we'll see what happens in 2 weeks when we come back. But okay, Lil Yachty, the rapper, has been begging Nicki Minaj to unblock him on Instagram. And gotten so desperate, he's actually enlisted Drake to help him break through.
Okay, now can you remind the listeners who Lil Yachty is? What's he known for?
He has red braids and recently went viral on TikTok because some fans took a video of him in Coach flying somewhere, and they were like, he's not rich, and he's like, no, it's not realistic to take a private jet everywhere. Like, you will owe the money to the record label if you take a private jet everywhere. It doesn't.
But he's in Coach, girl, not even business class. Lil Yachty said that's how you stay rich.
I mean, honestly, I'll never forget the one time I flew from DFW to Los Angeles, and I shared a flight with Kelly Clarkson. She was in Coach. Okay.
Okay, well, Kelly girl, if you're out there, if you can please confirm.
Taking over Ellen's new slot, or old slot, I should say.
I'd love to see it. Yes. Ding dong, the witch is dead.
Tara Copeland is actually doing hair on that. Anyways, let's go back to Lil Yachty. So he's a rapper. I'm not really that familiar with his work, but like, yeah. So apparently, back when Cardi B and Nicki Minaj were having a lot of internet beef in these internet streets.
Girl, they've had some physical beef. Okay, the Harper's Bazaar.
This is prior to that. And this is how far back it goes.
Oh, before that.
This has it before.
Lil Yachty was really active.
There was a time and a place where, do you mind not licking my mic? Abby, thank you. That's my dog. She's in my lap. Okay, hi.
Abby just saw it and was like, ooh, a snack.
Literally.
Oh my gosh, Abby's really trying to get at it.
I know, it's ridiculous.
Like, is that a crumb?
So he had to choose sides between Nicki and Cardi, and he chose Cardi's side. And now apparently the main reason he's trying to get back in her good graces is so he can enjoy all the thirst trap posts she's been sharing lately.
Okay, but like literally he could just like go to the source, or not the source, whatever, the shade room, and watch.
You're so old. You brought up the source, Danielle. What year is it?
I was like, the source, the shade room for
In Fly magazine, Danielle. Is that what you were referring to?
I don't know why he can't just like get a subscription of King, you know?
Of XL.
But like, dude, you don't need to go on Nicki Minaj's personal Instagram to see thirsty trap photos of her.
No.
Like, I don't think any of the images I see of Nicki Minaj are ever from her personal page. They've been shared multiple times at that point so that they're getting on my feed on Twitter.
Somehow she's in my TikTok TL. I don't know what happened, but I was like, this is not as entertaining as one might think, and I would like to be out of this part of TikTok.
That's not a great medium for her.
The Nicki talk is not for me. And I love Nicki Minaj. I actually don't mind her new mixtape.
Wow, I can't believe he asked Drake. Wait, so did Drake actually agree to...
It's unclear. This is as of today. He's still blocked.
They blocked. You know what? Love that. Love that move for Nicki. Love that she hasn't blocked and is keeping him blocked.
Yeah.
Like, he chose. Sorry, later. She continues to be unbothered.
Unbothered. So, excuse me. So this next bit is a little bit old, but can we please just have a podcast reaction to Tessa Thompson, Rita Ora, and Taika Waititi having a three-way kiss?
Oh, I was so here for this. I was like, oh, how do I get invited to that Marvel party?
I want a three-way kiss with somebody.
Yeah, this is like those photos of them on like Taika's like balcony. That is summer goals. That's how I want to be all summer.
Danielle, we just need to get famous sooner.
About to get fucked again, you know? Just in the middle of getting fucked. Yep.
Yeah. Danielle, I think the sooner we get successful, the more likely these will be our life stories. These will be the stories of our lives.
Well, can fame hurry up and get there already so that we can just be on that balcony too?
Can fame just hurry up and scoop a bitch up? You know, she's ready to be known.
Embrace me in your bosom so that I can just be in between two people's bosom.
My favorite sort of epilogue to this story is the very next day, some paps caught Tessa Thompson making out with some other dude, and as she like turned to notice that the paps were getting her, she just laughed because she's like, yeah, you got me again.
You got me. This is what it is. Sorry, I'm living a blessed life. Sorry, I'm just in the abundance.
Sorry, I live an abundant lifestyle.
Oh my god. Okay, so the guy that she like made out with the next day, that hot dude, apparently he's like a model and has a twin brother who's also a model.
There's no way she's not fucking them both, right?
I know. I'm like, you need to be like fucking both of them.
Yeah.
To get Eiffel Towered by those hot twins. Oh,
incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
One can only dream. Apparently, Marvel scolded Taika for those photos. And it's unbecoming to the brand. And it's like, I feel like this is doing a lot more to your brand. I'm a lot more interested in what Marvel has to offer now that I know that people who make Marvel fuck.
Yeah, actually, it's great. For me, I didn't even realize that it was a Marvel party, but frankly, like, Taika's just so hot and so talented, and like so is Tessa, and Rita Ora was there.
I know Rita Ora just happy to be in the mix, happy to be named.
Like, I know you guys haven't remembered me since the last time I went skeezing on a barely legal 18-year-old boy, but I'm here now and they're fully grown. Show your ID to the camera. She makes them show their like legal IDs to prove they're of age. Like, Rita, you fucking perv.
Rita just wants to get papped. That's all. She's just here to get papped.
She's really here for the bylines. The headlines, the bylines, the days gone by. She doesn't care.
Oh my god, this is a story that we didn't mention last time on the pod, and I totally forgot. And it's wild because it like kind of broke that day. So you know the story of the creation of Flaming Hot Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
Well, the man who claims to have invented Flaming Hot Cheetos apparently was working as a janitor at the Cheeto Corporation.
Cheeto Corp.
Cheeto Corp, he's part of the Cheeto Empire. and claims that he, put in some spices, made it a little hot, brought it to the head of development. They loved it. Well, he's gone on to like become a motivational speaker. He sold his life rights to Eva Mendes, who is like, or Eva Longoria, who's like creating like a movie based on his life.
Incredible.
I mean, he's really built a whole career out of like what he did with Flaming Hot Cheetos. Come to find out, that story is a lie. Yes, girl. Yes, Cheetos are denying that he had anything to do with the creation of Flaming Hots.
Okay.
I mean, but it's all kind of crumbling down on him. Like
Wait,
in a
but did
real
he
way.
really do it, or is it like not true?
It's like not true. Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
it's like not true. I know. At first I thought I was like, look, this
The
corporation.
corporation's just trying to cut
This
him out.
Nah, girl. It's just not true. Escándalo.
You know what? I've been watching a lot of
I like support the scam. You know what I mean?
Listen, I've been watching a lot of Generation Hustle on HBO Max, and actually here for scam life and livelihood.
I'm
Likelihood.
into it.
Likely.
Yeah, no. Scam hard. Scam hard. Scam harder.
Scam
Um,
today before tomorrow scams you.
100%. But I mean, this fraudulent hot Cheeto.
It's the motivational speaker part for me.
That's the part that is hilarious because, like, truly, like,
What a scam.
where do you go from like being the inventor of Flaming Hot Cheetos to the like motivational speaking circuit? Of course.
Yeah, there's not really much elsewhere you could really peddle that story, and it would be of interest to anybody alive.
Yeah. Wild. Yeah.
Damn.
So those Cheetos are crumbling, they're falling. We don't know yet what the fallout will be, but it will definitely be marked by a trail of red number 4 dye.
Danielle, you're in your joke writing pocket right now. I love to see it. Actually, I would like to watch the movie now that we have that
I
information.
know, I want to watch it too.
Because actually that makes the movie that much more interesting.
Yeah, that he like defrauded these people and he like came up with this elaborate ruse and this story and was able to get away with it for so many
So
years.
many years. So many years. I mean, it had to, the truth will come out. The truth will out.
Ooh, it's out, baby.
Damn, I want to watch that movie though.
I know. I know. I'm like, I really hope that Eva Longoria like continues with it.
Yeah. Oh, you know who's gonna have her movie come out soon because she just got out of jail? Is that fake Harris
Yes,
from New
Anna
York?
Delvey.
Yeah.
Well, I know that like Shonda Rhimes, the
And
first
Lena Dunham, apparently.
Lena Dunham's creating a movie about her.
Hmm.
Mm. Well, that's fine. I'm like, that, I'm not creating a movie about her. I'm here for the content. Look, we had 2 Fire Festivals. We can have 2 Anna Delvey movies.
Listen, we had 2 movies about what's his face, that writer who wrote remember it was like Philip Seymour Hoffman, and he was like playing like a gay writer.
Oh, Capote.
Yeah, we had 2 movies
We
that
had
were
multiple
both
Capotes. Give
that
us
were
all the
nominated.
content. I want all the content.
They
Give
were
it to
literally nominated at the exact same time too. So
I will take it. Yeah, but Anna Delvey, I know that like the Netflix one is in production. They're shooting. So
incredible. Well,
can't
she
wait.
just got out of jail, so
Yes. Oh my God. That Generation Hustle show
it's so
had an
good.
episode about her, and
Yeah.
because she was like she had sold her life rights to like one of the projects, she could only communicate via illustrations.
Hmm.
So she sent like drawings from jail to production. Wild.
What a hustle.
You know, look, if you can scam, you deserve it. You deserve
Yeah,
it. You do.
take it. I won't give you my, I don't want to be personally scammed,
I don't
but
want to be scammed, but if you can scam and they catch you and you can keep scamming, that's a talent.
more power to you, baby.
Oh my gosh, this is some tea, and it's a little it's pretty big drama actually. Did you see that Naomi Osaka chose not to speak to the press at the French Open?
Yeah.
She released a statement, and then the French Open fined her $15,000 and
Ugh.
basically threatened her, like, if you continue to not speak to the press, then you may not be allowed to play and you may have to forfeit your win if you do continue to play. And so then Naomi just straight up said, okay, well, then I won't play.
Yeah.
My mental health is worth more to me than whatever this, you know, circus you're running is.
Yeah. I did see that. Good for her.
Good for her. And she's like being supported by like Serena Williams, by Colin Kaepernick. Like everyone obviously is supporting her because she earnestly was like, I value my mental health. And part of self care is drawing boundaries. And I don't even understand why they make sports like athlete I'm like sports players athletes. I don't understand why they make athletes talk to the press immediately after games and matches. That's always like so confusing to me because people want to talk to them to analyze certain, like, imagine if you like had like a post show presser for your set. Like that would
Yeah.
be the most insane thing in the world. Like it was what it was. I'm done
Yeah.
now. I did what I did.
I just find it like, why can't we just talk about it the next day?
Right?
When I've had time to like reflect.
Actually
Uh,
reflect on what happened and had time to process because you just did like what?
yeah.
Yeah.
So good for you, Naomi.
Yeah,
Mimi.
we're proud of you, Naomi. Oh, that's to have that just self-possession, to say no and to have boundaries and to be clear about what you will and won't do. And she's so young. She's what, like 19, 21, if
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
Just really proud of her for creating like real boundaries and speaking up about this.
Also goals as fuck. Like let me take a page out of her book,
Mhm.
you know, really truly to like know when it's like it's okay to say no.
Yeah.
It's okay to say no. So good for her.
Yeah.
Absolute.
Yeah. She said, "Here's that press you wanted, French Open."
No shit. The only reason why they like got all mad is because like they knew that they were gonna lose out on like she's a hot new tennis star and she
Yeah.
brings in a new crowd of people who maybe don't necessarily watch tennis and so it's like they're gonna miss out on the money. So that's why they find her. 100%.
Yeah. She said, "I will not be bullied." She said, "I will take myself elsewhere."
I mean, it's interesting too. Well, this is sort of related, but like in the Tina documentary, also on HBO Max. Okay, I'm not bragging, but I do
Well,
have
we
a
love
subscription.
HBO Max. I love HBO
So do I.
Max.
Would love to have a special or a TV show available.
We're just letting you know, HBO Max. Big fan of your product. Hope you are a fan of ours as well.
Yeah. But that Tina documentary, there's parts where like literally for years after her split with Ike that like reporters kept asking her about it and there's like one clip that they show her getting like visibly having a panic attack from them bringing it up to her and it's like yeah, dog, like we don't need to live in that world anymore. Like what the fuck? Like
We're done.
we
We're done talking about it. It happened. I
if
would like
people
to
are
move
having like
on.
mental health stuff, like the press, you're not it's not a right, it's a privilege to get to interview this person and like if they don't want to talk about something or if you can't respect that, then you don't need access to them.
Yeah. Yeah, like just the lack of awareness and boundaries that you are talking to someone about something that is that affects their mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're going to engage in that line of questioning, you need to have You just like need to do it in a way that is appropriate.
Yeah,
Whether
or don't do it all. If you can't do that,
if you
let's
can't
talk
do
about
that, if you can't stick to pre-approved questions, if you can't have boundaries for what they do want to speak about, what they don't want to speak about, you don't have that right.
Yeah.
And you don't need to have that interview.
Period.
Yeah.
Period. Well, Danielle, I feel like we did it. I feel like this is a long ass episode.
We did it.
Just rambling about nothing.
I loved it. We had a good time.
Facts.
Well, if you want to get a shout out on our pod, leave us another review on iTunes.
Hello, we'll get around to reading it eventually.
We loved it. That brought so much joy to our lives. I hope it brought joy to your life. If you want us to bring you more joy, leave that review, rate and review.
Leave us a review, please.
Subscribe. Just be about that life, okay?
Email us. If you don't feel comfortable leaving a review, email us and tell us how much you love us or how much you hate us. In fact, would love to read hate mail. Would love to read hate mail.
We would love it, honestly. Do you dare be the first to leave us hate mail? You could be the first.
Girl.
Think about that. What an honor.
What a gift.
We give that to you, our dear fans. I've been Danielle Perez.
I'm Madison Shepard.
Have a rude one.
Have a rude one.